Hello and welcome to your October 2023 reading. Let's see what is happening with the energies. And I just would like to say to my Canadian viewers or those who are connected to Canadians and are celebrating Thanksgiving this weekend, happy Thanksgiving. All right. So let's see what the overall energy is for, well, this is interesting. This was left behind and it's boundaries. So a little bit of a bonus maybe for some of you here. Boundaries. You are learning the gentle art of setting boundaries and saying no. So that could certainly be an energy for some of you. All right, but let's see what we're doing here. Just get a little more of a shuffle on it. I did pre-shuffle, but there we go. Okay, what is the overall energy that we need to know about, Spirit? Okay, what is the overall energy that we're working with for October 2023? Okay, what do we have here? Power struggle. Interesting, 41. So, of course, 4. Yeah, okay. So 4 and 1. That is a 5. So, immediately it comes to mind 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. So you may be involved in a power struggle between 2 or more people. So interesting. You could be caught in the middle of a situation, or you could have 2 people at the other end of the discussion. So you could be up against 2 people, or 2 people could be, vying for your attention. So I think that is very, very interesting. You could be, caught in the middle of a power struggle. For example, at work, there could be, 2 colleagues or 2 superior or senior individuals who, one's telling you to do this and the other one is telling you, don't you dare, I want you to do it this way. So just a very uneasy kind of interesting energy there. Conversely, of course, you could be, again, there could be other people challenging you. You could be, and I kind of feel with this a little bit too, for many of you, I feel like, you have something to offer. And in either scenario, 2 people could be vying for your attention. You could certainly be, maybe you've applied for a job or something, and, you have to decide between 2 different new employers, or some of you weren't satisfied where you were, and you have applied for a job, and now you're saying, okay, I'm giving my resignation, I'm leaving, because of blah blah blah. I already asked you 50 million times for a raise, a promotion, etc. You've denied, and so I moved on. And somebody could be saying, okay, well, listen, don't go anywhere, here, we'll give you a raise, we'll do this and do that. So the only caution I would have over that is to just be very, very careful that somebody isn't doing that just to hold you there so that you don't go to the competition. All right. If they really wanted to give you a raise or a promotion, they would have, especially if you are somebody who has asked for it. All right. So just a cautionary tale. You do what you want, but I would have that caution there. For others of you as well, if it's you versus, somebody else or others, I kind of feel that people are seeing that you are extremely successful, because I kind of see this 5 of Wands energy here with this, and you're on your way to the 6 of Wands, which of course is recognition and success. And it's almost like there could be people either trying to hold you back a little bit or ride on your coattails. So interesting dynamics that are going on. Let us get a little bit more on that. Let's get a little bit more. What is happening in, okay. No, okay. Just a sec, here we go. Dividing it up, okay. What else do we have? All right. A fiery climax approaches. Wow. Okay. So full moon in Aries. Interesting that it should come out with this power struggle, uh, because typically, so we need to have a resolution. We definitely need to, an answer must be given. A choice must be made. So again, if this is that dynamic, combustion here, which that's a fiery climax, emotions could be running very high. It could just even be your emotions. Again, some sort of competitive situation one way or the other, obviously. So let's get another one here, and then we're going to get into the tarot. All right, so let's see. Let's see what else. Let's just give it one more shuffle here. Very interesting energy. Very interesting energy. All right. What do we have here? It's a tiny little pile, but there you go. Oops. Okay. Miracles. Oh, well, isn't that just excellent? Miracles. It looks to me like after all of the struggle, all of the whatever's, difficult decisions possibly for some of you, who do I go with? What do I go with? What direction do I go? Miracles here. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So for some of you, it's like finally there is some sort of miracle. There is some sort of breakthrough that allows you to move forward. Some of you could have very well been in a struggle for, 5 months, 5 years, 5 weeks possibly, but I feel it's more of a, it could be. So take it as it resonates, but very, very interesting. Okay. Well, I love the, expect the wondrous to emerge. So, and, I kind of feel with this as well. I mean, this is, our, kind of Aladdin, and the lamp type of energy here. We have our, we have our fellow here who, the genie in the bottle sort of thing, or lamp as it used to be, wishes coming true. This can be something that you've been really striving for quite a while. And just maybe one challenge after, this may not even be with other people. For some of you, this challenge, it could just be, one set of challenges after another with different groups. I mean, even if you're trying to get a visa or, renew your passport or, buy a home or sell, or although selling shouldn't be a problem. But right now, it just could have been a series of things, but, your dream is coming true. And I kind of feel that the original dream that you had actually is, even though the ultimate part of your dream, like for example, maybe you wanted a certain job at a certain company, lots of, things, maybe not getting an interview with that company, or you sent in your resume, you did get a phone interview with HR before that, and it was sort of like you didn't like the vibe, or you just didn't get a call back for that, to actually speak to who the person that you would report directly to. It didn't happen, for example. But what ends up happening is that you end up getting some sort of a call, or something else steps in, and it's actually even better than what you were originally hoping for. I just feel with this, because of all of that struggles and challenges, and I feel like, zigs and zags, etc., that were going on, I kind of feel for you that that was necessary, because what you were originally thinking was what you wanted for your future was like, yeah, it's, it's close, but there is something better, something more aligned. And it was through the challenges that you went through, the hoops that you had to jump through, the changes, facing those emotions of disappointment, frustration, etc. Somehow that matured you and prepared you for something even better. It was like you needed to, evolve in some way, whether it's to a small or large degree, depending on you and your life and where you're at and where you will find where you're going. That was necessary because there was something that just needed to be finessed. Let's say that. I like that. Finessed within you, to prepare you for this new miracle, what is going to happen. So I think that's very, very cool. I am going to do this or relationship. Let's say you were like, okay, I want a relationship with so and so, but it just wasn't coming together. Delays in actually connecting, or dates were canceled, rescheduled. Disappointments with certain people, possibly. Either you weren't feeling it, they weren't feeling it, neither one of you was feeling it, or you both were feeling it, but it just wasn't coming together. There's this essence of things not gelling. Because there was somebody else that is actually more in line with who you are stepping into. It's sometimes we pick things based on who we were and where we were comfortable operating from, right? And when we start to elevate and we're still making choices based on what we were. And now I feel it's like for many of you, you are elevating in some way, shape, or form internally, spiritually, mentally, whatever it may be for you, but there's some sort of elevation and you need something more than what you were originally going for. All right, that's my sense. All right, let's go. What do we have? What is our life purpose? Okay, I want to get a few here, just a sec. Crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. Wow. So a lot of you may very well be using crystals, gemstones. Make sure that they are cleared and recharged, reinfused. So, moon energy, sun, shungite can clear your crystals and recharge. Interesting. So this can be a very big part. Some of you are actually going into the healing arts in some way. Also, I feel that for some of you, who really do use your crystals for protection, for grounding, for direction, keep using that if that's what you need, whatever it is, whether it is crystals or any other source. Body work. Your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training, or any of those. Anything that has to do with moving energy through the body. So, you could be a coach, a trainer, phys ed teacher, gymboree, like I say, a coach of some kind. Again, some of you more hands-on, Reiki, therapeutic touch, massage, of course, Traeger, any of those things. Children, ooh, isn't that funny? Anyway, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So isn't that it? What did I say, gymboree or something? I just had a flash for some of you that definitely, and this could just simply involve children, so that whatever you are doing in your life would be, creating maybe a better, or adding to the quality of your children, if that is your story. For others of you, you literally could be, teaching children or youth. For others of you, whatever this is, could be very healing for your inner child, or you work with people, you're a channeler or a counselor, past life regression possibly, or, birthing, you regress people to when they were born, and, sort of working through healing childhood wounding. That is also quite possible for some of you. Very interesting energies happening here. Okay, so, and this is very elevated work. You're being called definitely to heal, to help. And you, of course, have to be, along your healing journey as well, right? Because you kind of have to be able to say, in yourself. I get it. I understand what it takes to move forward. I have sympathy, I have empathy for my clients, or for humanity, whatever the case may be. So let's get into this. This is a very, very, very interesting reading. All right, let's do a couple more flippily shuffle thingies. Okay, I'm having trouble talking today, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. Okay. Oops, getting my nails caught on this. All right. It's interesting. This is the holidays, as I said, and we are getting into holiday season. So sometimes, we could be, old family dramas, coming up for some of us as well. So this could be playing out right now for some of you. All right, we're going to do the Celtic Cross. We have the Queen of Air. Interesting. Did I? On this one, anyway, boundaries came up. But I saw boundaries at one point with the first deck before power struggle. But the Queen of Air, she is very concise. Her messages, her communication skills are very clear. Oftentimes they can be maybe misconstrued a little bit because she is not super duper warm and fuzzy. Because she is communicating very clearly. She leaves her emotional side aside. She doesn't, her emotions do not muddy the communication. So, this is somebody also very wise. Research for sure could have, you could have done a lot of research that has put you in the know in some way. And I'm also feeling with this, you could be, you could certainly be hearing from somebody like this who has, some sort of communication. This can also be lawyer. It could be, you may be consulting with somebody regarding your health in some way. Again, I want to talk about boundaries here. I feel like, some of you may have had to put your foot down. And to really be clear and to make some hard decisions. Again, if things were just like you kept knocking on a door and it wasn't opening, it's not your door. And, this may have caused you again to sort of get clear. It's like, okay, let's have some reflection here. Why is that not working for me? Why am I not able to move through? And get to where I want to go. This is crossed by Emperor. Interesting. I kind of felt like boss energy or, major client energy. So for some of you, you could definitely be getting communication from a new employer or from your employer, but definitely from somebody large and in charge. Now, this can also, both Aries, this can also be you, bossing up on your own. Some of you could have walked away from a situation. So, you could be now in a position where you're both, mother and father to your children. Others of you, you could definitely be opening your business. This could be you communicating. This could also be somebody who is in the financial industry. Maybe you have some money discussions with somebody, remortgaging your house, business loans, grants, possibly. That would be nice. But very interesting, very interesting. Let's keep going. Page of Earth at the foundation of this. Yeah. So definitely focusing on a new start here. So a page, they bring news. So yeah, news about a new job or a new opportunity of some kind in the 3D. So this is solid. This is, we are seeing results, some result in some way, some concrete result of this new beginning or of an effort that you've been putting in. Now, you may be feeling like you're being breadcrumbed a little bit by the universe. It's like, okay, I see one win and then nothing for a while. And then I see another little win and then nothing for a while. But we're seeing results, and this is early on. So interesting. recent past, Five of Water, uh Five of Cups, there's your, the power struggles, the Five of Cups, or the Five of Wands, Five of Swords, but this five, and this is in your past, so I'm very happy to see that. It's like, here we are, releasing our sorrow, releasing our disappointments, not letting those hold us back. I feel like this, with this energy here, this is the reconciling of, yes, I realize things didn't work out. Again, knocking on doors and nothing is opening. So it's like, okay, we got to go to the next door. We got to do something else. Maybe maybe this neighborhood isn't for me. I need to, literally could be where you want to move, just not happening. Knocking on doors for jobs, etc. It's just not coming together. But I feel like you're like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to be crying over spilled milk. You're very clear in whatever it is that you want to accomplish here. And so I do feel, you are, again, with the Emperor energy here, it doesn't matter how you identify, gender or non-gender wise, it is just, bossing up in your own life. And again, many of you could be walking away from relationships, as I said earlier, and suddenly now you're it for the kids, and yourself. You are, you bring home the bacon and fry it up in the pan, right? And or whatever you take if you're not into bacon. I get it. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, and also for yourself, taking charge of your destiny is really what I'm feeling here, with clarity, swiftness. I mean, it's like there's no time for emotion, because you have released your emotions in the recent past with this Five of Cups. You're like, okay, 3 cups broken, crashed, spilled milk all over the place. I'm going to grab these 2 cups and I'm going to run with them. You know what? I still have, something good to look forward to. All is not lost. It doesn't feel very good, but all is not lost. And you're remembering that. Okay. Hierophant, another 5. Wow. So, again, it's like I said, it's kind of like whatever it is that you've been going through, it is elevating you. It is that knowledge, again, you could be studying, researching, etc., learning, and that is elevating you on all levels. You learn one thing in one area, it has a ripple effect in you, in your cellular level and in your spiritual energy, because learning is learning. It's an upgrade, right? So anytime we learn something that's beneficial, we definitely want to learn positive things as much as possible. But I feel like there's a commitment here as well to a higher level of living for you. And, and sometimes when we really want to reach higher levels, it takes energy, because, we're moving through unfamiliar terrain. And even though we have all sorts of wisdom, know-how, strength, etc. We can do it. We can do the job at hand. It's still a new terrain, right? And so that takes time. It takes time to break through sometimes. Okay, so in this instance, it does. Okay, so let's keep going. What about the immediate future? Ooh, okay, so we had, underneath it all, initially, we had the Page of Earth. Now for our immediate future, we have the Messenger. So this is you really, I think many of you are finally seeing that opportunity come to fruition. And again, with these 2 cards, you could have been noticed finally, and people are now communicating with you, offers, contracts, jobs. Again, there's definitely a sense of elevation here for you. So I'm really quite loving that. But here you are, very committed to your prosperity, to making things happen. This kind of reminds me, it's the Messenger of Earth, but she is warrior energy, making things happen. It kind of reminds me of the Queen of, I know it's not the Queen yet. That's the next one. But, with this, it's like you're so close to achieving and to, really being able to make things happen in the physical here. Your energy is the Nine of Earth. Look at all this pentacles, how fabulous. So again, you have everything that you need. You are very capable. You have all sorts of resources. Some of you could actually be financing your next move a bit yourself, because this is an indication that you have money or resources, that whatever it is that you're moving into, you have everything that you need in terms of, like, you're very successful. You know how to make things happen. You've done it before, maybe 9 times before. Maybe this is your 9th career change, your 9th relationship, your 9th whatever move. But you have what it takes to make success. You've been successful, even if, there may have been a recent perceived failure. Something did not work out, obviously, with that 5 of water here in the recent past. But you know what? We're not always successful at everything that we do. But I'm going to say that on the whole, I'm going to say 90% out of 100 times, you are successful to greater degrees, to varying degrees, but you have always been successful, and people see you as successful, even though that's not what the position of this card. This is you. And I feel like, you know it, but it's time to really recognize yourself. I kind of feel with this too. This is, as we commit to what we want, as we're upgrading, we're starting to recognize as well how amazing we are here. Beautiful energy. This is success. This is the, wealth, abundance. And, whether you're in a company or you're going out on your own, or you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, you can do it. With or without, because you come with all of this fabulousness, okay? We're just short of the 10 of Pentacles here, but it's no less fabulous, all right? So very interesting. I feel like that for some of you who may not be recognizing how amazing you are, I highly suggest take a look at your resume. Write down, the businesses, the ideas, you're able to buy a home that's like meh looking, but by the time you finished your decorating, it is like sensational. It's like ready for, a home and garden magazine. Whatever, you get into a role at work, and you are like, wow, you have transformed it. People are looking at you like, wow, your ideas are incredible. Wow, we want to adopt them into our policies, or whatever the case may be. Some of you, like, real trailblazers, even within an established role or company or community or relationship or whatever it is. There's something magical. Oh, that was magical. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what else I was going to say, but anyway, came out with an accent, but whatever. So there's something very magical but practical. Oh, that's interesting. Practical Magic. That was a movie, right? With Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. I like that movie, actually. Anyway, well, Halloween is coming, but I do feel that there's something very, like you have your own alchemical abilities, is what I'm going to say. Okay. It's like you can make something from nothing. That's why I feel it's like that queen, or this is kind of like that queen of Pentacles energy with, the incoming here. So energy around you, messenger of water. Well, okay. So we have messenger of earth. We have messenger of water. This is the energy around you. So, I think you're going to be, hearing about opportunities, people coming together to support you. And also you're really going to be working on, because again, messenger, this is like the knight's energy here, but, taking action on things that really give you pleasure, that really make you happy. So projects that, speak to your innate capabilities to make things happen, to make money, to be successful. I love it. I really, really like this. How people see you. That's what I want. As somebody who does make things happen, absolutely. So, yeah, I like that. People are going to be wanting to talk to you. They're going to want to communicate with you, most definitely, which makes total sense. I mean, we had the page, we've got the messenger of earth, messenger of water. We've got the queen. here of air, which is communication, clarity. Yes, yes, yes. Lots going back and forth. Some of you could, definitely be firing off your resume. Definitely, like in talks with people, but there's a lot of busy energy trying to make things happen. Advice. 6 of fire. What did I say earlier? I feel like, you were on your way to being recognized, celebrated, like let your light shine. And so what I like about this particular card in this deck is that your light is shining. And I feel that, again, remembering who you are and your abilities and capabilities, you cannot let other people and their challenges and their issues, and they really are their issues, you cannot let them bring you down. This is a card to remind us that, and again, this is your advice, but this is a card to remind us, I don't know what a recard is that I keep wanting to say, recard, I don't know, recard, coming around again, maybe. Yeah, so maybe last time you didn't recognize your light and you let other people put a damper on it. You let other people shut you down. And that could certainly have been that disappointment in the recent past. But again, here the advice is, not everybody's going to appreciate your bright light. Not everybody is going to be able to look at it and be happy about it. Okay. That is just a fact of life, because what it does is it reflects back to other people what they're not doing in their own life. Other people want to be successful. Other people want X, Y, Z, but they're not doing anything about it. And so when they see somebody who is embracing who they are, which is what you're doing, and making things happen for themselves, then, that's when the blame game starts. That's when, people sometimes just can't take responsibility. They just can't be happy because they don't want to do the work. They don't want to elevate, but you are elevating. And so, but this is also a card to remind you to not judge people for judging you, is essentially what that is. And again, it's like everything that you've gone through, you have somehow, again, as I said, there's some sort of an upgrade that has happened within you, spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, something. But there's been that turning of the dial, that click, that, it's like now you've let go. 5 of cups. You've let go of the sorrow. You're like moving on. You're like, I got my eye on the prize and here it is. You're up in the sky. You're being celebrated. You're shining your light, your light. And you've I just heard the word impervious now. So you're becoming impervious to other people's, naysaying. Of course, you're going to have other people support you. Of course you are. I do see that here. I do see that with the Emperor and the Queen of Air. I feel like you do have some support here. And you've got, 2 energies of messenger. You're looking good. And, I feel that, this is you not giving up. This is like, don't give up. You are a shining star and you have recognized that about yourself. And, and again, I think that whatever happened in the past here, that really disappointed you, people disappointed you, situations disappointed you, could have been, at work, family, relationship, whatever it was, that disappointed you, it's sort of like you survived it. You moved through it and you're like, okay, you know what? It didn't take me down. I'm okay. I am okay. And I'm going to keep moving forward. I have myself, my very capable, successful self to rely upon. So I've been successful once, twice, 3 times, 5 times, 20 times. That's what you're remembering, is that you know how to be successful. Okay. And somewhere along the line, somehow, I think you forgot and you let some other energies kind of creep in and pull you down a little bit. Okay. So moving on though. Oh, okay. Well, moving on. Patience. They're definitely, so this is the outcome. And of course, this is for this month, but time is fluid, as we know. So we have another 5 here. So patience, there still could be a little bit to go. Again, a reminder, your day is coming, your day of recognition, of, celebration for all your hard work, for the struggle that you have been through, and it's like you're almost there. When I see this at the end of a reading, it's like, okay, you were almost there. So you do have a lot of fives here because, 1 and 4 is again 5. So again, some waiting, and that could be a bit of a struggle, right? And you could be having a power struggle with yourself, frankly, because you're like, oh my gosh, you're starting to get, fed up and frustrated with waiting. You're still putting in energy. Again, you may feel like you're being breadcrumbed a little bit by spirit. I see something, I see it, something great, and then nothing for a while. And then, oh, there's another, and you know what? You kind of are being breadcrumbed in that it's like the full force, the full fabulousness of whatever's coming for you it's just not time for it yet. And, you can see, sorry about the glare. She has a clock on her heart chakra right there. So again, patience is required. This is temperance. So again, it's like we're still waiting for things to simmer down a little bit, because the traditional image on the temperance card is, the two chalices, right? Pouring the water back and forth, the blending of energies to create something. So I feel like, we're waiting for things to come back into balance. And I guess that would make sense, certainly if we're, looking at power struggles here. And again, that power struggle could be very much, for some of you, internally. You're not really struggling necessarily with other people, although if you're struggling with yourself, you may not, you may be interesting to live with right now, okay? We've all gone through it, okay? And that's okay, because it's kind of like when we're not sure where we're going, what we're doing, who we are, although we are sure of it, and spirit is reminding you, hang in there, because it's like, here's your advice. Remember, you are a shining star, and you are going to get your reward, the outcome that you're looking for, only better, I feel. Again, we have miracles here. Expect wonders to emerge. And it's just a little, for some of you, the full thing is not, you may get the letter of offer, you may be getting interviews, but it's like, okay, it's not locked down. I think that's what I'm looking for. Thank you. It's not going to be necessarily locked down right away, or it is, patience can mean just wait one more day. It's the long weekend here in Canada. So you know what, you have to wait till Tuesday to hear what you want to hear. Okay. But let us, I want to clarify that with, I want to clarify the outcome. I want to clarify the outcome. Just want to clarify, get a couple of cards on that. Tell me about patience. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay. Well, first of all, let me start with the deck upright. So we'll do it again. That was abundance, the 3 of Cups, but I had the deck upside down, and it came out upside down. So 2 ways to read that. One, some of you definitely, new friends could be leaving, some people in the past. Or others, it should be, 6 of Cups in the upright. Beautiful. So pleasure. Absolutely love that. Yes, 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 yes. Just hang in there. It's like your freedom, your happiness, all of these things are coming, all right? Pleasure, 6 of Cups. And, they are underwater, this individual and this serpent here. And the one thing that is true about serpents is that when their skin is too tight, they shed. All right, when they're growing. And so we've got happiness here. And this particular deck is not about past. This is just about happiness. This is about joy. Like your cups are full. And I like to see that. And it does, following the advice, which is the 6 of air or fire. I'll be all right. 6 of fire, 6 of wands, right? Success. Your star is shining brightly. Even if other people, didn't appreciate it in the past, you need to just shine on, and you will be rewarded. It's going to take a little bit of time, but here we have the Six of Cups. Okay, well, I like that. What you want, your joy, your happiness, your freedom. For some of you, this is freedom, like from a situation. For others of you, this is just freedom to do what you want, but you're no longer constricted or restricted. You have expanded, and that, and that takes time, when we're changing. So I kind of feel, and the clock is over her heart. So, and of course, this is Six of Cups, which of course is emotional energy. So very, very interesting. Bottom of the deck, there's that Three of Cups. Okay. Love it. And, this is abundance. It's very hard to, and the Ace of Swords, Truth, Two of Swords, peace after making decision. This is just getting better and better and better. Yeah. After lots of hard work, after the Ten of Wands, obsession. Yeah. So let me put this back the right way. Yeah. Here it is. New start, truth, clarity, victory. Three of Cups. Hard to see on this because it's hard to see it even in person. But there is an outline of a woman who is, there's a fellow, it looks like he's sitting and she's standing and she's bending over, but she's caressing the side of his face. She's about to caress his cheek. And so abundance, generosity. And I love that, it's like there's that six. And again, and I feel like with the Three and the Six of Cups here, this is your Nine of Cups. I think that things are just going to be absolutely amazing. And it kind of tells me that this may be in two parts. Like you're going to get, I don't know, this wonderful opportunity, this wonderful, like some serious generosity. I cannot talk today. Benevolence. There's some sort of benefactor of some kind. So either they, finance you, or they support you in some way, a loving way. And, it's just that care and that kindness with that Three. Like, it's like you're stepping in with your soul tribe now, and it just frees you up to be just so happy. And actually, this isn't really about the past at all in this deck, but it is being free and not, I kind of feel that the energy here is not being held back by I feel for you, for those of you who are resonating with this reading, you're just no longer prisoner from your past decisions, from the past people, there's just this beautiful sense of breaking free. And being embraced by a new group of people, or even, with some, of course, you're not going to get rid of everyone in your life. Maybe one or two of you will. But I feel that, whomever you find yourself with now, or slightly going forward, slightly into the future, again, things take time, but it's like things are balancing out so beautifully. And I feel, again, for a lot of you, that things were, things were tipped in a way that was kind of not supporting you. And I feel like that was your major, major challenge. All I can see is like a seesaw, at a sea, you get up to, one gets on one end and you see bound seesaw, Marjorie Dahl, you seesaw back and forth, and in a play yard, if you're not familiar with that, Google seesaw. But I kind of feel like, you were, somebody weighted one side of the seesaw, and you were kind of hanging up here with your legs dangling, and you couldn't get off the seesaw because it was too far to, you couldn't jump, you'd hurt yourself. But they weren't letting you, I don't know. That's just the vision I had. You were just kind of left up in the air somehow. So, I mean, this is a beautiful reading. You already know what happened to you in your past, so I don't really feel like we need to take the time to go back there. And besides, what, we're releasing all that. And that's the beautiful thing. We're no longer, letting that haunt us. We're going from that Five of Cups, boom, to the, in the recent past, to the outcome of the Six of Cups. You know, we have people in our life now who are supporting us, who are generous to us, and we are to them, of course, has to be reciprocal. But no more out of whack, unbalanced energies where you're giving more to a situation or hoping for more, and people aren't supporting that in whatever way that they weren't. Yeah, that they weren't. So let me do some closing messages here. So wherever it is you're going, it's beautiful. Forgiveness. Heart chakra. Heart chakra. This whole thing, unbelievable. Okay, heart chakra, right? Time. It takes time to forgive. Takes time to forgive ourselves. Takes time to forgive others. It takes time. But you're there. Honestly, you're there. You're there. Again, you know, not being held back by the past anymore. Not being held back by disappointments, by people. Amazing. So here we go. Forgiveness. You'll find freedom in forgiveness. Freedom. Exactly. Not being held back by your past. Love it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And let's get one more from Fairy Dust Oracle. These were really calling to me today. Oops. There we go. This is a great reading. You're finally free. You are no longer daunted, haunted. Medicine. Veggies and fruit from yellow to blue. Like medicine, they're good for you. I feel like you are definitely taking much better care of yourself. I feel like, you know, when I see yellow and blue, yellow, of course, is the solar plexus, you know, and joy, taking action, happiness, and blue, of course, is our throat chakra. So here she is, large and in charge, right here in the middle, you know, clear communication, boundaries, you know, for yourself and, you know, not crossing others as well, but, you know, really being very clear about who you are, what you will accept, what you will tolerate, what you will not tolerate. And, you know, again, with this higher wisdom, and you create those boundaries naturally just by the elevation of your vibration, because it's like when you start to respect yourself, people naturally will feel your boundaries, because it's like they don't get the energy of, okay, this is somebody that, there's always going to be somebody who wants to push the issue. True. Absolutely. There will be, well, but they're not okay. But you know, I feel like, again, you've got the boundaries, and that's allowing you to step up and really take charge of yourself, and therefore able to take charge of your life. So this is a beautiful reading, lots of healing here. And again, with the medicine on this, you know, we had healing in here, and you know, it's just like, this is good medicine for you, you know, to let go of the past. Again, you're healed, you're moving forward, you're letting go of things that have held you back, held you captive emotionally or whatever it was, but not anymore, not anymore. You are, you know, a free sovereign entity, and you are recognizing that, and you're moving forward. All right, that's my message for you. I wish you a beautiful October. Take good care. Till next time. Bye-bye.